Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday morning. It is a beautiful morning. I am up. Well, it's not even that early. It's around 10 something. But I wanted to come to you guys really quickly and give my fresh reaction to Beyonce's little HBO special Lemonade. Now, I totally forgot about it. I had left a little reminder on my phone to remind me to watch it, but I don't remember what happened. And I missed, like, when it first premiered. I had to catch the rerun, right? So I caught the rerun and it was halfway through. So let me tell you guys before I continue. This video is going to be a combination of my reaction to her Lemonade special, as well as me talking a little bit about Prince, because I didn't really, get to say much about Prince in any of these vlogs. I kind of just been uploading like some of my lost files to get rid of them. So this is more current. So stick around if you want to hear about either of those things. All right, back to Beyonce. So I caught the first run of it, or second run of it, halfway through. So it was an hour special, and I picked up from about 25 minutes in. Now, I must say my initial first reaction was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was a little deep and dark, and like, I didn't really get it. I wasn't sure where she was trying to go with it. Honestly, I didn't even know that this was supposed to be an album. I just thought, I didn't know what it was. I was like, okay, so she's releasing something called Lemonade. I didn't know that the Lemonade was going to be an actual album. So, sorry guys, I'm just moving my seat back a little bit. Okay. I found that out later on, actually. So I'm watching it, and she's talking, but she's talking very like dark. Like the things that she was saying, I was like, oh, she was talking about scalping somebody and fucking a bitch up and all this shit. I'm like, okay, well, what is this about? So I go online, right, thinking that I'm going to get a better insight as to what really is this about. No one was talking about it, you guys. No one was talking about the special. Like, I couldn't find, well, at least on my timelines, I didn't see anybody posting about it. I didn't see anybody saying, yay or nay, or watching Beyonce or whatever, which surprised me, actually. Now, I don't know as far as advertising what she did. I kind of remember seeing, before it came out, little snippets of the Lemonade promotional video here and there. I don't even know where I saw it, but it wasn't like a big thing. And y'all know Beyonce is big on just busting out with something without giving us too much of a heads up. Okay, whatever. So I watched the last 30 minutes of it, and then I'm kind of like getting the idea that she's angry about something, and this was her way of kind of like getting it off her chest, or like Jay-Z done did her wrong. And I couldn't really get into the music the first time watching it, right? So it went off, right? And I'm like, damn, I'm sure they're gonna play it again at some point so I can watch it from the beginning. So it came on again, like literally right after. You guys, they played this Lemonade special from 8 o'clock to 4 a.m. And I was actually up until 3 a.m. And I had to watch it 3 times to kind of get a grasp of where she was going, or where she was trying to go artistically with this this visual thing. Now, I must say, after the second time of me watching it, I kind of got it. So, in my opinion, I don't believe, because I kind of saw some people, like, after the second and third run, not friends of mine, but like Vogue magazine, Cosmopolitan, like those type of people, they started posting what their theories were as far as what she was trying to convey to the world. Now, people were saying, like her and Jay-Z are getting a divorce. People were saying like he cheated on her with I forget the girl's name. I'll scroll it across the screen if I remember. And people were saying this is her way of dealing with her breakup. Now, y'all remember a few months ago, I did do a video, well, maybe it was even like last year, when Solange damn near beat Jay-Z's ass in the elevator, and they never came out. And like I told you, I feel there's one thing I actually respect about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, certain things happen in their lives, but all you could do is speculate. Like, they never really come out and say, well, this is what happened. You know, they don't have people releasing statements on their behalf. They don't be giving interviews like that. So you kind of are always left in the dark as to what's really going on with them. And I like that. I like that. I mean, they don't feel the need to give the world every single part of them. And, you know, the world has to be in all of their business. Like, you know, I appreciate that, because the whole world shouldn't be in your business. I don't care if you're a celebrity or not. When you do put yourself out there, you have to be very strategic about what you release and how you release it and that sort of thing. And I think they are very good at that. Their team, if it's them or, you know, the people that are surrounding them, they're very strategic about what the world is exposed to as far as their life is concerned. Now, that shit with Solange in the elevator, I'm sure nobody was expecting Solange to go fucking ape shit on Jay-Z. My point is, if y'all remember back then, there was the speculation that he was cheating on her, or he was, you know, flirting with some other woman, and, you know, Solange happened to be there and was not having that shit go down as far as her sister was concerned, and she felt the need to kind of check Jay-Z. So again, we don't know, because nothing definite or nothing was confirmed as to what that was all about anyway. So now, and when I listen to music, you guys, like, of course, a beat will, you know, grab you in, but I am definitely listening to the lyrics. Like, I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to understand what the artist is saying in their music when a song is released, if it's something that I like. Now, I am a Beyonce fan. You guys know that. Beyonce fan, not a Beyonce stan. So there's a difference, because some people think, you know, and you guys heard me say this before, that Beyonce can't do any wrong. Everything that Beyonce does is fire, blah, blah, blah. I'm not necessarily that person. I do relate to Beyonce in a lot of ways. She's my age. You know, a lot of things that she says about, you know, being a woman and having your independence and that sort of thing is, I'm all on that line. You know what I mean? I'm all for that, and girl power. You know, now she's more getting in touch with her roots. As you can see, if you saw the Lemonade special, it was definitely geared towards her background, you know, being Creole and her mom and that sort of thing. And it was definitely visually engaging and pleasing. There were mostly I don't think I saw any Caucasian people in the video. I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I remember, it was all beautiful black women, all different skin tones, all different hair textures, all different shapes and sizes. I thought that was beautiful. Like, it was so beautiful. Okay, so from the beginning of the special, she's kind of talking and leading us up through these chapters, I want to say, of what I'm assuming is what she was going through in her relationship with Jay. I could be wrong, but this is what I got from the Lemonade. She's talking about, you know, feeling betrayed, being cheated on, like being hurt, being angry. These are different parts that she goes through in the special. Now, she basically gave me the impression that she's been giving Jay her all from the very beginning. There was some things said in there. I kind of got that he didn't want to have kids right away, and he kind of made her wait. And she kind of mentioned that in there, and that she felt some type of way about that. She also mentioned, like, motherfucker, I'm a boss. Like, why would you cheat on all of this for whatever else, you know, he supposedly cheated on her with. And then there was a part where she was saying that, you know, if he was so into this perfect girl, whomever, you know, he's cheating with, if that's what he really wanted, like, she was like, well, I could wear her scalp. If you want me, I'll wear her hands as gloves. I was like, okay, no, bitch. Like, you are fucking crazy as hell. Like, B definitely has a little dark side to her, and I'm okay with that because I feel like it's honest. You know what I mean? Everybody has a little bitch in them. Everybody has that something inside of them that when you trigger hurt or anger or betrayal, like, you could get a little crazy. Because I know I definitely have that inside me. You know, it just depends on the situation. But I think especially for women, every woman, especially if you're a woman of a particular age, meaning like maybe late 20s, early 30s and above, you have been through some things in your life as far as relationships go. I don't care if you're gay, you're straight, whatever. You know, once you reach a particular age, you have gone through some things, or you should have gone through some things, you know, as far as relationships are concerned. And I feel like women can relate because nobody's relationship is perfect. And if anybody get on here and tell you, oh, they never had no problems in their relationship, there's never been any issues, they're a motherfucking lie, or something's wrong with those people. Because as a human being, when you are connected or bonded to another human being through a marriage, through it, whatever your commitment to each other, and especially if you've been together for a long time. Now, you guys remember Jay-Z and Beyonce have been together basically since she was like, I think 18 or 19 or something like that. Now, granted, he's a little older than her, but they've been together for a really, really long time. They were still growing as human beings themselves. And when you are growing, you go through certain things, you know, like, and being human, you're not going to always agree. You're not going to always meet eye to eye. Especially them, they're rich. Like, they have been exposed to, you know, the finer things. Jay-Z probably has been exposed to all type of women. And she also said was being a little cocky. And y'all have heard me speak about her being cocky. I'm for it. Beyonce has been so damn cookie cutter and clean and, you know, perfect girl throughout her career. I appreciate the cockiness, you know, the freedom of her to say what she's feeling or what she's going through her art. Now, she don't give that many interviews, so I feel like when she's putting out these songs and basically these visuals, these videos and stuff, she's telling y'all about her life, or telling us about her life, or, you know, what she's going through the different phases of her life. So she said in one of the videos, one of the songs in this visual album, so to speak, that you know, if Jay-Z didn't have the money or the fame, or, you know, her being one of the baddest bitches he ever had, would those same girls that he's cheating with be as interested in him? And I was like, you know, bitch, you right on to something, because it's fucking true. And Jay-Z has said it himself, you know, like, girls didn't like him. They thought he was ugly. They called him, you know, big lips and all this shit. And then when he started getting money, that's when all the light-skinned, wavy-haired chicks was loving him now. You know, he has said it himself. And B kind of just like hint on it again, like, motherfucker, don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Because at some point, you was a nobody. You know what I mean? Your money basically made you into what women want. They wasn't into you before that, you know? So I feel like that was just a, like, motherfucker, let me let you know. You know what I mean? I feel this visual album put him on blast. So whatever he did, she probably was writing these songs in between. And I do believe some of these shots were filmed around the same time Formation was filmed. Because if you kind of paid attention, she had some of the same hairstyles, definitely some of the same scenery. So I do believe some of this stuff, if not all of it, was basically filmed around the same time she did Formation. So, I could be wrong, but this is what I'm assuming. So whatever, you know, she's been writing these songs through the months, through the years, or whatever, getting the shit off her chest. And visually, she's putting together. She has put together this form of expression. Excuse me. Now, some people were also saying that she could have been writing from her mother's perspective, as far as when her dad cheating on her mom. Now, I didn't get that from it, because to me, it was too personal. Like, it was too from her perspective. I didn't get it from her mom's perspective. Now, there was definitely some parts where it could be from any woman's perspective that has been through some type of heartache or betrayal or in a relationship. And there was a part where she said, am I talking about your husband or your father? So to me, that's like from a woman's perspective, you know, like being with any man, you know, at some point there might have been some question of loyalty or betrayal. You know, that's what I got from it. Blue Ivy was in the some of the scenes, which I love. She's always incorporating her daughter into her art. I really like that. Towards the end of the this visual album, she does have some scenes with Jay-Z, and he looks so sad, you guys. Like, I just was like, and then I was telling my husband, I was like, I don't know if he knew he was going to be part of this, like, visual album that basically is talking about his betrayal, or he did know, and this was his way of kind of letting her release her feelings and, you know, letting the world know or whatever that they went through all of this. He definitely played himself. She's like, motherfucker, I'm a boss bitch. Don't ever get it fucking twisted. At any point, I got my own. I can definitely walk away from you at any point. You know, we have a baby together, but that don't mean a motherfucking thing. You will not disrespect the queen bee, bitch, because I slay. And don't get it twisted. But she did say at some point, I guess she walked away from him and she told him like she didn't want to be with him. This is all my interpretation, you guys. Like, this is not what she said verbatim, but this is my interpretation through what I saw last night. She let him know that this shit can't happen again, or you will not have a wife. But I am able to reconnect with you, and if we're gonna do this, I want to do it right, and I want us to be strong and, you know, have a future together, and I don't necessarily want to walk away from you. This is what I got from it. And then the scenes with her and Jay-Z, they are kind of like intimate. They're kissing, they're laughing. His face though was just like one of the scenes, I was like, damn, he looked like he about to cry, you know. So, and you know, she basically said that, you know, if a man claims that he loves you, why does he put you through certain things, you know? But I also feel like in men's lives as well, especially if you've been with one woman for a long time, like, you don't know yourself either. And that's the thing with relationships. If you have been in a relationship from a very young age and you haven't experienced other things, and it can definitely cause some issues and some problems, but you are able to get through it if that's really where you want to be. Now, Beyonce basically said Jay and her are meant to be. They are meant to be, like, they were brought together for whatever reason. She still loves him and, you know, thinks that they can work it out. So my overall opinion, the music was great. At first, like I said, I watched it 3 times. The first time I was like, what the fuck? I didn't get it. I caught it from halfway point. I was like, I don't know, whatever. The second time I caught it from the beginning. I paid a little more attention, you know, as to what she was trying to convey to her audience. And then the third time, I was in. Like, I liked the music. I liked the way the video flowed. I like how she had it, you know, basically organized from stages of being hurt, being a woman, what you go through, you know, your intuition, how you get the feeling something just ain't right, you know, and then when you start to do your research and you kind of find out things, and then you go through the anger phase, you know, and then you go through betrayal, and then you go through that cocky phase where it's like, fuck you, motherfucker. The scene with her and Serena, that might have been like my best part of the whole visual album, because one, what I got from it is these are 2 beautiful women who I feel like it was great, because Serena was like very feminine and embracing her femininity, her body. If you guys remember, like, when Serena was on the cover of that magazine, there was so many people coming out, you know, saying she was ugly, like she was too manly, like the horse should have been on the cover of the magazine and not Serena. Like, who the fuck are you people to be talking shit? Serena is a bad bitch. I don't give a shit what nobody says. And I loved the whole feature with her, girl power, like, fuck these motherfuckers. Like, at the end of the day, we some boss, bad, beautiful women, and fuck out of here. The song, in that particular song, she's like saying she's not sorry, you know. So I felt that, you know, that's when she was going through her fuck you motherfucker, I don't need you. Like, let's not get it twisted. I got my own money, I got my own career, I got my own everything. With you, without you, I'm still gonna be a boss. Fuck you, middle fingers up. You know, I like that. I like that little scene. And then, you know, the next phase would be like, you kind of start missing what you had, you know, the love of your life, and you start rethinking about family and what if you could get over it, that sort of thing. And it works its way. She works her way through all of the things that I feel like women go through or have gone through at some point in their life. So overall, I would definitely say this was a good visual album. I am gonna buy the album. I liked the music. Like, I just thought the music was good. There were some catchy upbeat tunes, and then there was some, you know, more like love songs, and you can feel like the emotion through the music. Like, if you've heard me say this before, if I can feel your emotions through your songs, and especially visually, like visually, you could totally see what she was going through. Like, she was fucking angry, she was hurt, she was sad, she was cocky, all this shit. If I can get that through your art, then I'm sold. So I will definitely be purchasing the album. It was good. It was a go. All right, so that was 20 minutes of Lemonade. If you didn't see it, I'm not sure if HBO is going to be replaying it, you know, on HBO On Demand. But if so, you should definitely check it out. B, thumbs up to you. This is another goal for me. You know, I thought it was great. Let's move on to Prince, you guys.